You have a thing called an eco-calculator.
Yeah.
That you apply, and I'm not sure how broadly to these things, but you apply to this.
Yeah.
What's the eco-calculator? What are some of the metrics that you're measuring?
Yep.
And I think the audience would be interested in how you do that.
Well, it's a proprietary tool. We use it to measure the amount of recycled material in our packaging. So one of the commitments, in addition to some of the commitments we've made with respect to sustainable agricultural practices, we've also made a number of commitments and have been over the last couple of years with respect to just our general practices, our waste, our water management, our energy usage, for example, and we have set some very aggressive targets in each of those areas. One of the areas is in the use of packaging materials. We've taken about 200 million pounds or so of packaging material out of our supply chain over the last couple of years.
And that's 200 million pounds a year? Or is
no, cumulatively out of our supply chain. We have now announced our intention to take another 50 million on top of that. And this eco-calculator has been very helpful because we do it in two ways. One is by making our packages smaller. So for example, we have a product called Kenko in the UK. It's a soluble coffee. It comes typically in a glass jar, as you would find it here. We make a refill for that product that comes in a stand-up pouch. It saves about 70% of the carbon footprint by providing the refill in that kind of a package. It saves on transportation costs because it's lighter weight, and those are the sorts of steps that we take. But if you look at many of our packages here in the United States, for example, our Triscuits package, our Wheat Thins package, increasingly are made with higher content of recyclable material. And we
so the cardboard would be recycled.
So that as a consequence, we feel good about that. We have a number of products that have relationships with TerraCycle. So for example, Tang pouches in a number of countries around the world. We make an on-demand coffee machine called Tassimo, and those cartridges, we now have a partnership with TerraCycle. And so those are a number of the ways that we've been able to accomplish the reduction over the last couple of years, and it will be a key enabler as we go forward.
I wanted to ask you about the little one-shot coffee things, because in my own office, they have become a significant source of waste, and I have to say, I wonder how you square that, and obviously the popularity of that product with reducing packaging, reducing waste.
So we're finding, TerraCycle upcycles them, and that helps. We've also had some issues just in terms of the packaging, the outer packaging of those little capsules, because they're this big and the packaging was this big. And over time, we've gradually been able to reduce that. So we are looking at every opportunity to be able to bring down our package usage, both in terms of the absolute use as well as the increase in the amount of recycled content.